It's the Keto dumpster diver. And yes, I dumpster dive for my food. I save a ton of money doing keto because I dumpster dive. And my favorite place is ALDI'S. And I watched a woman on YouTube. I was falling on hard times. And I watched a woman on YouTube called Friggin' Frugal. And her and her husband dumpster dive at ALDI'S, and the stuff that they were pulling out, I just couldn't believe ALDI'S was just throwing away. There was nothing wrong with the stuff. Maybe the damaged boxes, maybe the produce had like a little bit of a bruise on it or whatever, but everything looked good. And she said 9 times out of 10, the stuff is just sitting in a box. Like, not actually like loose in the dumpster. It's sitting in a box like a person the employee walked around the store with a box and was just picking stuff off that was either, coming close to its expiration date or coming close to its sell-by date, because there is a difference between the two, or the boxes were banged up, or there might have been like a little bruise on a pepper or whatever, or the lettuce might have been a little bit wilted, but some of the stuff hasn't expired yet. And I was like, no way. So I was curious and I went out on my own, and sure enough, this morning, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was just sitting there in a box, in a dumpster. And I've done this before with my fruits and vegetables that have a softer skin, like strawberries, raspberries, blueberries. I soak it in vinegar and water when I get home. The more harder stuff, like your avocados, the tougher skin, avocados, things like that, I just take a soap and a sponge and wash it off. I have found like 90-10 ground beef. I have found lamb steaks, stuff that hasn't even expired or a sell-by date. Like today is the 17th. And some of this stuff in here hasn't even expired yet. So let's go through. I also feed the rest of my family too, and they are non-keto. So I pick up stuff for them. So like Raisin Bran, the crunchy granola stuff, it expires January 28th, 2020. 2020. Can you guys see that? Expires. Now the box is a little damaged. So then what you do is you open up the inside, but the bag is still full. It's not compromised. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with this cereal box. And I picked up 5 of them. I couldn't believe it. My kids love this cereal. And this stuff is expensive in the store. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they all expire in 2020. Now, another one of my kids' favorites would be Danishes. I got 3 cherry Danishes, and you guys know that these can last through a nuclear storm. These expired on, or best by, March 13th. Not bad at all, you guys. The boxes are in great shape. These are March 14th. In great shape. So I got 3 apple, and I got 4 cherry. Now, when it comes to like dairy stuff, it all depends on the temperature outside. It is still cold here where I live, so the dairy is pretty much safe. I got heavy whipping cream, expires April 20th. Nothing wrong with it. And when I bring cartons home, I'll take a Clorox wipe and I'll wipe it down immediately right away to get the germs off, obviously, and things like that. But nothing wrong with it. I also got a big thing of unsweetened almond milk that expires May 4th. May 4th. I couldn't believe it. Just sitting there in a box. I was like, what in the hell? Here's some another non-keto item is some crackers. I think they threw it out because the bottom of the box was compromised, but it's still in its plastic. It's still good. What's the date on this? The date on this is August 25th, 2019. Okay, so on to the keto stuff. This is where I get excited. Here is 4 heads of artisan lettuce. They're not brown, as you can see. Looks perfectly good. And the sell-by date is March, best if used by March 17th. March 17th. I got 3 of them. And they were all just sitting in the box. I didn't have to dig through any, dumpster. I didn't have to go into the dumpster. It was just sitting there, right there on top in a box. I got 3 of them. I got 2 heads of cauliflower. They have a little bit of brown on it, but you cut that part off, and you got yourself some great cauliflower mash. You got yourself some cauliflower hash browns. You got yourself some cauliflower crusted pizza, keto pizza. I got 2 things of celery. Now there's one here that's a little bit brown, but you just get rid of that. You just throw that stalk away. The rest of them are perfectly good. I got 2 celeries. I got a bag of carrots for the kids. Yes, you can have carrots on keto, but in a very, very small amount. But they're not slimy. There's nothing wrong. Best by March 25th, 2019. You see that? I got some peppers. No, they're not soft. They're not smushy. They're not rotten. I also got some colorful peppers too. And I think they threw it out because the bag was open on one end. But the peppers they're in beautiful condition. Mushrooms too. I got mushrooms. I mean, they look just a little bit brown, but heck, you throw them in a soup or whatever. There you go. A peanut butter without the label. That's keto. Cucumbers. They have a little dents in them. But they're still solid. They're not soft. They're not smushy. They're not nothing. 2 heads of broccoli that are completely green. I don't even know why they threw these out. There's absolutely nothing wrong with these at all whatsoever. I got some romaine lettuce. A couple of the tops of the leaves are a little bit wilted, as you can see. You just cut that off and you got yourself some nice lettuce. It's not soggy. It's not crispy. Nothing. Here's some granola. That's not keto, but the kids will love that. When does this expire or sell by? Best by July 13th, 2019. I think they threw it out because there's some red stuff on it. Maybe something exploded next to it. I don't know. And what's this? Caramel dip. Oh boy. Yeah, that's definitely not keto. That's 100% sugar. But yeah, so I dumpster dive and I'm not ashamed of it. It's just sitting there on top of the dumpster in a box. Like somebody went around the store, picked all the stuff out, put it in a box, and then put it in the dumpster. You guys, I've been saving money this way and I love it. I am not ashamed. That's why I'm making a video about it. I am not ashamed of it whatsoever. I'm going to be making a great vegetable soup this weekend, so this will really come in handy. I'm saying if I was vegan, I would be eating free every single day. All right, I thought I'd bring this video to you guys to show you how I save money by dumpster diving. And it's, as you can see, it's simple and it's easy.